Hey guys, how's it going? It's Beat on here. Welcome back to another PGA Tour Road to the Masters video. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you the settings that you can equip in order to help you out getting used to the mechanics of PGA Tour Road to the Masters. Now, I have a lot of tutorial videos on my channel, but the one thing that people keep commenting is that they love the game, but they find it very, very hard. So if you just hop into this game and you don't really pay attention to what all the settings do, you are going to struggle, okay? It's very different. It's similar in some regards, but it's very different in others to other golf games. So it's not like you can just pick it up and be shooting low scores right out of the gate. So I hope this video does help you guys. And like always, if it does, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you have done those things, also make sure that that bell notification button is hit so that you guys are up to date anytime I upload new content. So let's get into this. We're going to check out the settings, and then once all the settings are turned on, I'm going to transfer us over to the course so you can see how they manifest and help us shoot low scores. So here we go. First things first, we want to get into our settings, and I've already put the settings in place to save some time. So the first thing you have to decide, let's get out of that. So the first thing you want to decide is your swing mechanic. Do you want to use the analog stick or do you want to use the 3-click? For me, it comes down to preference. I prefer using the analog stick. So again, you have the option of changing between left and right, depending on if you're a righty or a lefty. But again, if you're somebody who just doesn't have that coordination right out of the gate, and you just want to get out and play the game, then the 3-click option is going to be probably for you. And it just basically means that you have to 3-click a button at the right spot in order to hit perfect shots, okay? Next thing, again, your putting mechanic is going to be the same thing, so we want to get down to swing difficulty, okay? So I'm going to keep the right stick going, and you want to put your swing difficulty to easy as well as your putting difficulty, because what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to have more forgiveness for those swings that go a little bit offline. So if you're playing on the hardest difficulty or even normal, the game isn't very forgiving when you go offline. At least with swing difficulty, it's going to allow for some error and you're not going to get punished for imperfect shots. You also want to make sure that your swing meter's on. So if you look at the picture to the right, you'll see that there's a little white arc. That is your swing meter, okay? And the swing meter is going to tell you if your swing is on plane or off plane. And again, if it's on plane, off plane, that's going to affect the direction of the ball. But again, it's also going to show you if you're swinging too much or under swinging. So if you swing too much, you're going to hit further than intended, and it's not going to give you the outlook that you, or the outcome that you want. And if you underswing, you're not going to get the distance that you want. So you want to make sure that you're going all the way back but not too far and following through. If you go a little bit over and a little bit under, it's not going to affect you, but you don't want to make sure that you're going really over and really under. And while we're on swing meter, another thing you can do is if you go over, we're going to just save this for now, but if we go over to our settings and we go over to visual, okay, you want to go down to swing meter and put classic. So classic has the original style club trail enabled, which gives you the little tick at the end to show you where to stop. Some people have expressed in my videos that they want to know how to get that. This is how you get it. So go to swing meter and make sure that you have it set to classic. And again, you can also put the ball tracer, the putt meter, all these things, whatever you think is going to help you. I would do that. I would put the swing meter to classic, I would have the ball tracer, and I would make sure that I have the putt meter on as well as button hints enabled. Okay, so we're going to go back to the settings and to continue on with this video before heading to the course. So after that, I would turn power boost off, because you just want to focus on getting a good swing. You don't want to focus on tapping buttons while you're trying to swing in order to get a power boost. And depending on the course, I would rather have spin than power, because you can get a lot of roll with the spin. So going into spin, you want to have that on. While the ball is in the air, you can tap either the L1 or the X button, or if you're on an Xbox, A button, I believe, and the top bumper, left bumper. Now what this is going to do is generate spin, and then depending on what you have your analog stick set to, you're going to either use your left or your right in order to steer the spin into a certain direction. Turn off the shot shaping just for the beginning until you get comfortable with that swing. Lie effect you want to have off. So what this does is if you're on a slope, a down slope, up slope, side slope, whatever, the ball is always going to go straight as if you are even on the fairway. So you don't have to take into consideration that your ball is going to go slightly right when you hit or slightly left. You want to have zoom on. That's going to show you where your ball is going to land. Again, you can also adjust where you want your 100% landing to be, and I'll explain more of that when we get to the course. Have your aiming arc on full. Okay, it's going to show the ball flight and wind and slope and lie and all that. So this is going to help you for those elevated or uphill shots where, let's say it says 200 yards, but you're really going to have to hit a 250-yard shot to get it up on that green. Putting you want to have assisted so that it calculates the slope and the speed and everything for you, so that no matter what, you can take a full whack with the putter in order to get it to the hole. You don't have to play around with speeds. Have your putt reading on so it shows you the line of the hole. Always make sure that your putting grid is on, and again, you want to have your wind gust on, your wind reading, because it's going to show you all the ways that the wind can affect your ball flight. And again, always have your elevation on full, and auto tap it and mulligan. Okay, we hit those bad shots, so if there's a shot that you really screw up, use your mulligan. And you can have your auto tap in from 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 feet, or completely turn it off, whatever you prefer. So anyways, guys, these are the settings that I believe are going to help you. So let's go see how they manifest on the course. Alright guys, so we are on the course. We are playing the 10th hole on Pebble Beach. Now, as you can see, if we look at the little circle thing to the bottom left of the screen, you can see that my swing path line has gotten a lot thicker, okay? This is why we put it to easy, so that if I hit an offward shot, it's not going to punish me. If we also look at my swing arc, you'll notice that there's a little black tick at almost the end of the swing path there. This is telling me where I need to stop in order to get the perfect swing. So if I can get here, and back with perfect tempo, as you can see here, I just hit a perfect shot, and I'm using my spin in order to get that extra distance. All right. We have 2 degrees of wind. I'm using a 52-degree shot. You can see that the wind is changing with the arc. Okay, it's showing us where the ball is going to go up in the air. You can see that the slope isn't really affecting anything. So we just focus on hitting a straight shot. I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm going to turn a little bit of backspin. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit of front spin, I think, on this one, because there is 2-mile-an-hour wind. And I just want, and there's a slope, so I just want the 52-degree to basically just stick. So we're going to account for the wind a bit, and we're going to try and get that perfect shot. Okay, a little bit off, but as you can see, it went straight, and it should stick beautifully right beside the hole. All right. And now we've got it close enough that we can just do our auto tap in for birdie and not have to worry about reading those tricky close putts. All right, guys, so this is a par 3. So what I'm going to do is show you a little bit, a little trick that you guys can do in order to add some spin with your irons. Okay, now obviously you can add the backspin, but when it comes to your your lower lofted clubs like your 4-iron, your 3-iron, woods and hybrids and stuff like that, and you want to get better spin, all you got to do is add some height to your shot. Okay, now what this is going to do is automatically add some backspin on top of whatever backspin you decide to add. So let's go down to a 7-iron, and again we can see the blue line is showing us that we're going to land around there, but let's go down a little bit below the hole, and we're going to play a little bit over here, and we'll just see where that wind is blowing. So we want to go around here. It doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to get on the green. So again, I have my 7-iron set to a high loft, and you're going to notice that when it hits the green, it's not going to roll as much, and we should be able to get it close to the hole. So I hit it a little bit stronger, but again, if you want to add a little bit of backspin, you can see it just slightly rolled just a bit. Now if I were to add more backspin, it would have obviously stuck a little bit better. But now we're on the green, we're in line with the hole. If we look at our putt, it is auto aimed to 30 feet, so we want to remember that number. And if you've watched my putting video, we remember that number. We go down here, we make sure we're in the middle. And then we want to go back up to 30 feet, and we want to make sure that the ball is released just before we hit the tick in the swing path here. So if you look at that little meter here, we want to make sure it stops just below the hole around here. Now, again, this is going to get you close. It's not always going to guarantee it get in, but again, all you want to do is get it close enough to get it in for a tap in, and if you have the auto tapping, you are laughing. So here we go. Booyah. There you go. There you go. So as you can see, I have 3 birdies in a row. Guys, these settings will help you shoot lower scores, and they will help you get used to the mechanics of PGA Tour Road to the Masters. Like always, guys, if this video has helped, please like the video, share the video, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe to the channel and make sure that you hit that bell notification so that you don't miss videos like this. Guys, I appreciate all your support. I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your week, and take care.